what keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is my drive. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. If I'm not, if I'm gonna take the extra time out of my day to do something, I'm gonna give it my all. I want to be the best at it. I know bodybuilding is frowned upon and say you the best, you will be the best. I don't care. If I'm doing it, I'm going to give it my all because I want to be the best. I don't train on. I don't cheat on my diet. I don't care what it is. I'm not eating no extra gram of peanut butter. I ain't taking no sipping no diet. I don't even drink soda. You know, you see dudes drinking diet soda. To me, that's weak. I'm a lock in. That's what a real dog is. A real dog can flip that switch, go cold turkey, and get in his bag to get the results that he want to get. You can't say you really want something if you're not willing to flip that switch, no matter how hard it is. Flip the switch and get in your bag. Put in the work that everybody else can't do or having a hard time doing so you can get to where you're trying to go. What up, though, y'all? I'm at work editing this video. I work in the cold. That's why I got this mask and jacket and stuff on. But I want to put this in video form to give everybody a fair shake for those who may have missed it yesterday. Today only. I did yesterday, but I'm going to do today. I'm extended for today. I'm doing 6-week $25 bench press programs. 6-week $25 hypertrophy programs, hypertrophy programs, however you want to pronounce it. Today only, but you must send me an email to the email listed below and we can get you going. Today only, guys, so take advantage of it. What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Takeover, checking in again. We back with another video, man. Y'all see where we at. Y'all see that all black in the back. Over here at Coalition, finna put in that dog work, man. Today is Monday. Excuse me. Today is Monday. We finna get legs, baby. We couldn't do legs yesterday because we had to rush, do a little arm workout, and I almost didn't post the arm workout, guys. I felt like the video was just, you know, not up to my standard when it came to the angles and things like that, but I put it out there anyway, just to show the dog work. Also, shout out to everybody that took advantage of that flash sale on the 6-week bench press program for $25, man. I think I'm gonna start doing things like that more regularly. You know, you gotta be sure that you turn your post notifications on, man, because you don't want to miss out when I do another flash sale. You know, it's probably be 12-week power building program for $25 next. So, you know, you never know how I'm feeling that day, you know what I mean? So y'all be sure to turn them post notifications on so y'all will be aware next time I do a flash sale. Hey, but it's nice and empty. I mean, it's not empty, but it's not packed. Feeling pretty good. We had that cheat meal last night. You know, I told y'all I checked in Sunday morning. Coach wanted me to be down at 223. That didn't happen, guys. I weighed in, I checked in at 230, but I'm much leaner. Like if you do the side by sides, I look way leaner. And it's so crazy because when I checked in, he was happy with the post. And then I guess he went back and looked like an hour later. And he was like, wait, you 230? How is that even possible? Like, bro, I asked the same thing, you know what I mean? So that goes to show, guys, that you can grow into a show. Just because you want prep don't mean you have to train soft. Keep your foot on the gas. You know, the people who say you can't grow into the show usually be the people who don't train hard, so they would never know, you know what I mean? Always push it to the limit. So we got that burger and that cornbread and the Reese's, the Oreo Reese's in us today. So yeah, I see, man. Yeah, I see what's going on. So we finna load up this squat bar and we finna get busy. Today, I don't think I'm not gonna warm up the hamstrings first today. I'm finna get straight to the squats, then we're gonna finish off on hamstrings. So let me warm up the hips, get my little mobility work in real quick, and I'll see y'all when I load up that bar. Drop them hundreds in the comments for your boy. All right, guys. Let's get to it. Feel pretty decent, and honestly feel kind of weird since I didn't warm up doing them hamstrings first. But what up, bro? What's going on with you? But we gonna push through it and see. I'm gonna say them hamstrings for the end of the day. Just switching it up, I wanna get the dog work out the way first. Cause truth be told, I really ain't feeling it. But that ain't no excuse not to put in that pain, not to put in that work, you heard? Let's play it up. Let's get it. Yeah. Ish, ish, ish. Easy day, baby. Ain't no tired. Should be getting down in that basement with it, man. Let's play it up, big dog. We ain't gonna do too much talking right now. We gonna let the work do the talking. You heard? Eat greedy. As y'all can see, man, big tech squad all through prep, you heard? We will not do compound lifts because we in prep, bro, because we in a deficit. Like I say, bro, that's what show the real strength, mentally and physically, when you able to put in that dog work when you in a deficit. That's real dogs. Let's get it, man. And we get in that basement every set, every rep, you heard? Played up, y'all know what. Hey, when that shirt get tucked in, that mean we finna take that 5 for a spin, you heard? Let's go, man. Yeah. Boom, boom. Easy day, man. Easy day. In the base. In the basement with it. This is how you execute squats, guys. Load the bar such a weight you can handle. Control every rep. Don't just flop down in the basement with it. Take your time, control it. As you can see during my reps, I'm going nice, slow, and controlled. Guys say you can build legs without squats. Absolutely correct. But when you add squats into what everybody else is doing, your legs are gonna look different. Pay attention to how when I got in that basement, look at all the detail coming in when I get in the basement with the squat. So that's why, look at the hamstrings when I get in the basement with the squat. That's why ass to grass squats are much better than high bar squats. Low bar squats and short stroke and how dudes be, don't get caught up in the weight. Get you a weight that you can control, you can get in that basement, and you can get a nice amount of reps with. You know what I mean? The goal is to be swole and strong. You don't want to be strong and don't look like you go to the gym. Or you don't want to be swole and can't pick up nothing. You know what I mean? You look like SpongeBob in the episode where he had the inflatable arms and couldn't pick up the cup. You know what I mean? We want to be true athletes, you know what I mean? Fall in love with the grind, the rest gonna follow you, all right? All right, guys. So that's it for squats. Did 5 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Nice, slow, and controlled. Got down in that basement with it. You know what I mean? When you make every rep count, no matter how much weight it is, it don't take a lot. My quads are fired up right now. You know what I mean? So now we finna go on to bang these hamstrings. It's gonna be a quick one. It's been 27 minutes, since I started squatting. That's why I say when I squat, I like to have a lot of time on my hands because the recovery is a lot longer between breaks. I often get asked, how long do I take in between my sets to recover? When I'm doing compound movements such as squats and things like that, bench press, deadlifts, I don't really, thing all in the way. I'm not one of those guys that set a timer and be watching the timer and be like, oh man, 60 seconds up, I gotta go back and do my next set. If 60 seconds pass and I ain't caught my breath, then I'm not going. You know what I mean? I don't pay attention to the time, I pay attention to my heartbeat. If my heart rate is still going fast from my previous set, because you want to give max effort every set. Like I was like, oh, he out of breath, he can't breathe. Yeah, that's what happens when you really working out. When you really controlling that weight, your heart rate is supposed to get up. You know what I mean? You would think that would be common sense. You know what I mean? If you're working out and your heart rate don't get up, you're not working out hard enough. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I pay attention to my heart rate. Once my heartbeat starts to slow down, then I feel like I can get a effective set of 8 to 10 reps. Sometimes if I'm feeling good, I do 12 to 15. You know what I mean? It's very rare I do 15 before 95, but I much rather get a very effective set opposed to trying to rush because the book say I gotta do 30 to 60 seconds. Or this person said that or that person said that. At the end of the day, you working out to get the results. You wanna get max benefit of every rep, every set. You know what I mean? So like I always say, I'd much rather get a clean set of 8 or 10 than be all out of breath and trying to live to somebody else's standard of recovery time and get 2 to 3 reps or be short stroking or, passing out. You know what I mean? You gotta take your time with it. Like the song say, take your time. What's the rush? If you really getting that pump, you ain't gonna lose your pump in 60 seconds. You ain't gonna lose your pump in a minute and 20 seconds. You know what I mean? The pump's still gonna be nasty. Then you get under the bar again and you get another effective set and you're gonna get even more pump, especially if you want a defined pump, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna do 2 more exercises and get out of here. You know what I mean? I'm kind of tired today. I ain't gonna hold you, but I had to come put in that work. So y'all stay tuned. Let me clean up my mess right here and I'll see y'all at the hamstring. Y'all know we got to hit the hamstring. Let's get it. Yeah, guys. Big take time today, man. You know what I mean? I ain't scheduled to take off until Wednesday. We got coaching night at the kids' school. One of my kids' school, we got coaching night. So I'm gonna take off Wednesday But y'all know I have to come put in that pain after that cheat day. That's man though. We have to come here legs or back after a cheat day. But this is an example when I say I don't do deloads or deload weeks or whatever. I just go based off how I feel. If you give max effort for how you feel, you listen to your body because your body gonna tell you exactly how you feeling. You know, and you just train accordingly. So I did my squats. I got my compound movements. That was the bread and butter of the workout. So now I'm gonna do 3 sets of seated hamstring curls. I'm gonna do 3 sets of seated leg extensions, and that's gonna be it. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, we're in a deficit, so you're gonna have your days where you're super exhausted. And typically when I get deeper into my cut, when I have refeeds or high days, the next day I usually feel like crap. You know what I mean? So this a new piece right here. My first time trying it out. Let's see. I'm gonna just do 6 sets over here. It's pretty, I like this. I like this a lot better than that other one. A lot better than that other one. Like I said, my quads get a lot of work from doing squats anyway. You know, high bar squats, my quads get a lot of work, and my quads, I would say, is a stronger point on my physique. So I did the quad work already with the squat, so I'm gonna finish it off with the hamstring work. And I was looking at my photos from 2023 when I was with my old coach, and we went to nationals. Bro, when I say over dieted, bro, it looked like I didn't even train legs, guys. That was hands down my worst placing and my worst look since I've been competing. You know, and that's one thing I love about my current coach. He don't really trip off the scale. Of course, you wanna, if you're aiming for a weight class, then you want to, you know, try to make that weight as to the best of your ability. But you don't force it, guys. If the body is wanting to grow, then let the body grow. And that's one thing, like I said, that's what I love about my current coach. Like I said in the beginning of the video, he wanted to get down to 223 because he wanted to squeeze in light heavies. But he also said, I don't really care about the weight, I care about how you look. You know what I mean? It makes no sense to squeeze in a weight class when you look like crap. You know what I mean? I'd much rather you look the best that you can look. Even if you're at the bottom of heavyweight, I'd rather you look the best that you can look and bring your best package than squeeze into a weight class just to get smoked. You know what I mean? So that's why that's why I like my coach. And if I drop too fast, he feed me. You know what I mean? He's not scared to feed me because he pay attention to the way that I train. You know, my last coach, he coached a lot of physique guys. You know, most physique guys ain't training no legs. And if they is, they ain't putting in no pain. You know what I mean? So I guess he thought I was like them and not putting in no pain, skipping legs. Oh yeah. I like this, but I can't get a deep enough stretch on it. I be very picky when it comes to training equipment because some of this stuff be built for taller guys. Like I want to get a real good stretch when I'm at the bottom. But that's why you kind of see me scooting up a little bit so I can get a much better contraction. I said stretch, a much better contraction at the bottom. So by contraction, I mean you want to squeeze it. That's where you're engorging the blood into the muscle. That's the pump sensation. When you hear people talk about getting a pump, that's how you get a pump, forcing the blood into the muscle. You know what I mean? Don't just move the weight. If you just moving the weight, you will never experience a pump. Really have that mind-muscle connection and squeeze the muscle when it's, you know, when you're in your bottom position, squeeze it. Oh yeah. Ash. Woo. Yeah, money. Yeah. Oh yeah. That pump nasty. I'm gonna do 3 sets on the line hamstring, guys. All right, guys. So this is gonna be the final exercise. I'm still gonna put in my 10 minutes on them steps too, man. We ain't ducking no wreck. We still gotta put it in that work. You know what I mean? No matter how tired you is, this will separate you. You do what's needed. Like I said, you ain't gonna be able to give 1,000% every day. Well, you always give 1,000% every day. You give your 1,000% that you have to offer for that day. But every 1,000%, every day not gonna be the same 1,000%. Just give everything you have for that day. Yeah, them hamstrings lit up. Whew. Them hamstrings lit up, guys. That's Sersky. Ooh, somebody over there moving them dumbbells. Like you got about 160. I'm gonna have to knock the dust off them 200s again. You know what I mean? 2 more sets, big dog. We out of here. That little 10 minutes on the steps ain't gonna be nothing. This what separate winners from losers. When you tired, you still put in that pain. Don't go home just cause you tired. Do the essentials. Woo. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That 400 reps yesterday wore me out. I ain't did arms that heavy or that intense and so long. My triceps and my biceps are sore. Shoot. I low-key want to take tomorrow off. I should do tomorrow and Wednesday. But I made plans with the kids Friday. My daughter, Callie, she wanna bake. She wanna bake cookies. You know what I mean? So my good buddies over at Coalition said that we could come set up shop on this Saturday so she could sell her cookies to the gym members. You know what I mean? That's real right there. I appreciate that support. You know what I mean? That's why it's always, there's a lot of good people, bro, in this world. You know, and support is everything. That means the world to me for them to allow her to come in the gym to sell her cookies, to give her the experience of running a business. You know what I mean? That's major. But we gotta make sure we come correct. The cookies gotta be fire. I can't taste them. You know what I mean? Y'all know I'm a foodie. I love cookies and things like that. So I can't taste them. So I'm gonna have to take their word for them if they say they good. But now we supposed to do that, go get all the ingredients and things like that Friday. I mean, it don't hurt to take 3 days off if you need it, you know. Honestly, it'll only help, especially since my rest days be low carb days, super low carb days, only get carbs in 1 meal. It's just gonna push the conditioning even more. So depending on how I feel in the morning, I will probably take tomorrow off and Wednesday. And then, I don't know, we'll see. You know, we just take it a day at a time. I know for sure I'm gonna take Wednesday and Friday off, but depending on how I feel tomorrow, I'm gonna take tomorrow off too, because tomorrow is a push day. And as of right now, my triceps are cooked. You know, it's not really a purpose to do a push day, in my opinion, in the deficit when you already sore. You know, allow the body to recover. You know, it's a difference between being a dog pushing through and training smart. You know what I mean? Well, let's knock this last set out so we can get up out of here. I don't know why. To me, it seems like this camera is cloudy now. Ever since they came out with their new iPhone. I'm so tired now. All right, guys, so y'all see we over here on these steps. Even on leg day, we bang that cardio, man. When you're in prep, the goal is to get dug out, like turned inside out, shredded, peeled. You know what I mean? Bring that conditioning. You wouldn't have had the size, but you wouldn't have had that conditioning as well. And that's where a lot of guys shy away from. A lot of guys just have the size, and a lot of guys don't really put emphasis on that conditioning, because you gotta suffer for that conditioning. Especially after a leg day, your legs pump, and after you get on the steps, it ain't nothing but 10 minutes as of right now. You know what I mean? But like I always say, the goal is to be able to get as lean as you can while doing as little cardio as possible. So as long as the body responding off little cardio, then you continue to do little cardio. You often see guys jump right into an hour of cardio. Like you didn't even work yourself up to the hour, you know what I mean? But that's another topic for another video. Let me knock out this quick 10 minutes. And I'm gonna hit 3 sets of 10 abs on my way out. Typically I just do 30 straight, really. I'm gonna knock out my abs on the way out, and that's gonna be it, man. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with your boy, man. I appreciate everybody who participated in the flash sale for the bench press program. Super dope. You know what I mean? Like I say, I'm here to help, bro. I love helping people. Of course, I want to eat and make bread off of it, you know, but at the same time, I enjoy helping people. You know what I mean? You know, y'all support me to the max, so I want to be sure that I'm doing things to give back to y'all as well. You know what I mean? So y'all keep rocking with me. I'm going to keep rocking with y'all for sure, man. But until next time we checking out, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, man. Drop them hundreds in the comments, hit the hype button, and use those discount codes in the description, guys. Holla back at your boy.